That's it, they're off and racing for the 22-23 season, and they begin with the In Memory of Marshall Fleming maiden race for 4-year-old mares, and they make their way on towards the first. And towards the inside, it is the favourite, Sheikah Supreme, is going to lead them towards the first in company with Glencourt, who might just rise in front as they take fence number 1, and Bayonetta was a little awkward, but they're all still safely over and racing up to pass the post first time. And towards the inside, it's Sheikah Supreme. Glencourt is in the centre, and then Brenda's Asking with down the inside behind these Indiana West, and they're being chased just in behind by Bayonetta as they take the climb. Jetaway to Getaway is the early back marker. So up the hill they go, making their way on now to go towards fence number 2 before they turn across the top of the track first time. And it is Sheikah Supreme who leads them up the hill, being followed by Glencourt in second. They're being chased in third by Indiana West, who goes the inner. Just outside this one, Nicholas Fortune with Brenda's Asking wider again. They all form a line. Brenda's Asking was a little slow over that one. Jetaway to Getaway is last but one alongside Bayonetta, who keeps company. So racing up now towards the top bend and shortly heading towards fences 3, 4 and 5, which come up in a line together in this opener. And it is Sheikah Supreme, who's been second on both of her 2 starts to date. Sent off favourite here on the back of that, being followed in second by Glencourt, and then comes Brenda's Asking with Indiana West, who's right down the inside. Nicholas Fortune is next. Bayonetta and Jetaway to Getaway keep company at the back. First of the 3 along the back, and Sheikah Supreme very slow at that one. Bayonetta surrendered a lot of ground, has to play catch up, and the next one's coming up quickly. It's Sheikah Supreme over from Glencourt on the outside. Then towards the inside is Indiana West with Brenda's Asking. Nicholas Fortune is next, and they're being chased just in behind by Jetaway to Getaway, and last of all, as they turn down the hill, is Bayonetta. So taking the turn now, that's just about completed their circuit to head off on their second one. And out front, it is Sheikah Supreme, who's going to lead them on towards the fence, which will be lost in a couple of circuits' time. Sheikah Supreme with Brenda's Asking, who's a bit closer now. Indiana West is down the inside. And then Nicholas Fortune. Glencourt, having been prominent over that first time, has just dropped back behind Jetaway to Getaway, and they have one behind, and that's Bayonetta. So they turn up the hill now, about to make their way on towards the 7th fence now. And out front, it is new leader. Brenda's Asking has taken over under Troy Walsh, being followed in second by Sheikah Supreme. Right behind them in third is Indiana West, and they're being chased by an improving Jetaway to Getaway. With up on this one's outside, Nicholas Fortune. Bayonetta is next, and Glencourt has dropped right out. So now they've got to race towards fence 7. And over in front, Brenda's Asking surrendered some of the advantage there. Nicholas Fortune wasn't foot perfect. Glencourt, the one dropping off them, as they now turn to go across the top of the track second time, on their way towards fences 8, 9 and 10. And as they take the turn now and shortly reappear back into view, when they'll be well on their way towards fence 8. And out front, as they go down towards the halfway point and past it, it's Brenda's Asking from Sheikah Supreme. Jetaway to Getaway has moved steadily up now and goes into third, leading to be just being preceded by the leading pair. Indiana West, Nicholas Fortune. Next they've gone away from Bayonetta, who in turn has gone away from the back marker Glencourt. Nicholas Fortune made a mistake there. Fence 10 coming up, and out front, Brenda's Asking the insider, Sheikah Supreme, and Jetaway to Getaway has come right through now in the centre to take a share of the lead, and Brenda's Asking goes on with this leader now. So it is Brenda's Asking, and lost him there. Jetaway to Getaway slipped up on the downhill run when half disputing the leader within a length of the lead, and is out of it. Jetaway to Getaway. So Brenda's Asking's been left with a clear lead now with 6 to jump. Glencourt won't be jumping that one, about to be pulled up. So it's Brenda's Asking, Sheikah Supreme. And they're being chased back in third by Indiana West. Fourth is Nicholas Fortune, and a break to Bayonetta, who's last of the 5 that remain racing. So now they turn to make the climb, bringing them up the hill final time. They've got 5 fences left to be jumped in this, the In Memory of Marshall Fleming 4yo mares race. And as they take the climb, it's Brenda's Asking from Sheikah Supreme, Indiana West, Nicholas Fortune and Bayonetta. Single file up the hill the final time, making the way towards 5 from home. Brenda's Asking a couple of lengths in front. Sheikah Supreme sits second. She's held that position each run so far, and they're being chased in third. And the leader was a little slow over that one, but quickly recovers the ground. So it's Brenda's Asking from Sheikah Supreme, Indiana West, and then comes Nicholas Fortune, and behind them is Bayonetta. Into the top bend they go, about to make their way on towards the next, which will be 4 from home. A line of 3 at the top of the track and then 1 in the straight, and it's Brenda's Asking from Sheikah Supreme. Indiana West is racing in third, then Nicola's Fortune as they go to the fence at the top of the track. Brenda's Asking, Sheikah Supreme, Indiana West, break opening up to Nicola's Fortune, and then Bayonetta at the middle one now, and it's close to call because on the inside now, getting the inside hand is Sheikah Supreme from Brenda's Asking on the outer, and they're not missing into the turn now. It's Sheikah Supreme on the inside, on the outside Brenda's Asking as they hit the downhill run with 1 to jump in the opener of the season. It's Sheikah Supreme with on the outside Brenda's Asking. Back in third, Indiana West is trying to pick up and they're clear, and as they go towards the final fence, Sheikah Supreme, Indiana West trying to stay on with Brenda's Asking next at the final one, and over in front Sheikah Supreme lost Indiana West, disputing the second at the last, and it's Barry O'Neill and Columbo back to winning ways in the opener. It is out in front. Sheikah Supreme gets off the mark from in second Brenda's Asking. Nicola's Fortune is third. Bayonetta is fourth.